going to Satellite Beach because I have to go see my.
All right, here we go.
My ancestor.
Okay.
Here we go. We're gonna give it a minute for you guys to find this thing.
Yeah. Just Google Billy Pierce and Jack Daniels and you'll see the story.
Yeah, I'm on a mission to get back where it's fucking cold and snowing. You can't take this harsh.
Looking for better, Kyle says. Okay. Okay.
Have you been inside?
Hello from Texas, Jeff says. Good. Looks good. Okay. That's the one. Are you done?
There's 2 more.
Okay. I need someone in the hot seat, but we're going to let it play for another minute or 2. Okay, there we go. 45 people watching. Yeah, that.
I'm making burgers.
All right. Put Paul in the hot seat. Do not trip over. Hey, no. Electra, go that way. Go that way. Hey, guys. Welcome to Hamcation 2025. The campsite here at Central Florida Fairgrounds. So, do not. Hey, Electra, come here.
Oh,
she's on her leash. She's gonna tackle the whole table. Move. Go over there.
Good job, Electra.
Story you said, buddy.
Sheesh. That was the dog.
We're going to go outside for a minute.
Yeah, put her inside.
Yeah,
Jeez.
either that or don't eat food in front of her.
Well, or that. Okay. All right. Whew. Okay.
The hazards of life.
The hazards of live streaming. Oh boy. You're in the mirror world. Okay. Oh gosh. Okay. So now I've got no. It might be in this camera, but it's not streaming backwards.
I always wondered about that.
No, it's just the software. It's fine. Let's move that there. Okay, good. Frank, you ready?
We see everything.
Let's. Do you have your phone?
My phone?
Yeah, your phone.
Why do I need my
I
phone?
want you to watch because I can't see that far away. I can't see the chat. So I want whoever's in the hot seat here to tell me what the chat is saying. Because if they start making fun of me, I'm going to turn the live stream off.
Frank is awesome. That's amazing. Thanks for dinner. Yay.
See, this is how I know you're not actually reading the chat.
Hey, what's going on, Ed?
Sheesh.
I'm almost done now. Give me another 10 minutes.
Okay. Who wants the hot seat? Anybody, anywhere?
This is YouTube gold right here.
Here, Frank. He doesn't want it. Here. Who wants it? Tim? Jason? Robert?
I need 2 bites.
Okay. We just finished dinner. So Frank was gracious enough to cook dinner for us. And we stopped at the grocery store on the way back from here from POTA. And we picked up hamburgers, bratwurst, some fixins and whatnot. So everybody's finishing up dinner. I ate mine first so I could go live with you guys. But
Yeah, your shirt is backwards.
my shirt is backwards? Okay, well. Oh, well. I don't know what to tell you. It's not supposed to do that. It's supposed to flip it. But I don't care. I don't really care. I believe you. Yeah. It's supposed to flip it, but.
It is, it's the camera software.
Right. So, yeah, so we're backwards. That's fine. No problem. So, but I can't see. So you tell me what the chat says, Tim. Because I can't see the chat when my phone is up there.
I gotta get over to the actual.
Robert's going to co-host. I want everyone to sit in the... So, all right.
Howdy, gang.
Yeah.
Ham radio 2, 3, what? How many O's?
Ham radio 7.
How many O's?
3.0.
You got a mic?
Yes, right here. There you go.
67 in the chat.
All right, Robert, W5ITR, Digital Rancher, has joined us. And this is the campsite. This is my seat. That's the hot seat. And we're going to...
The hot seat.
The hot
Wait a
seat.
minute.
Colin in BK says you need better internet.
Well, that's probably true. Yeah, you can thank AT&T for that. I don't know what to tell you on that.
Yeah,
But,
not that better. Wayne B says you're a noob YouTuber.
yes, that's also true. Yep, this is my first day on YouTube. So we're good with that. I can hear like 3 people watching the stream behind me. They don't know how to mute correctly.
Steve Good Game's out there in the chat. Hey, Steve.
Oh, what up, Steve?
We got Kyle out there. Hey, Kyle.
I think Kyle was one of the first ones in the chat, actually. Yeah, good game. Are you coming to Hamcation? Question number one. But
Kyle says this is kind of like you squeezing into his truck there, Rob.
Radio John.
Kyle, we relived that today, so
I let Rob have the front seat of my truck, and I was like, because we don't want to squish Rob into a taco the way he had to ride across Montana that way. So
indeed.
that was funny. So we are clock Eastern time, Florida
Eastern time.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
8 o'clock God's time.
we have we have
Or 6 o'clock God's time.
So
I'm
Paula
backwards.
just hit her head on that, so she's had too much to drink. No more Yingling for her. That was the rule that ACK came up with yesterday. I'm just saying. So why don't you tell everyone about what we're doing with Meshtastic at this Hamcation?
Well, we've got the fairgrounds covered.
Yeah, very
so
covered.
we've got several solar nodes set up all over the fairgrounds. We've got the Spec 5 relay that's up about 60 feet. That's the highest one we've got. The Hamcation crew also has a couple of solar nodes that are in very advantageous areas.
Are they outside?
We got one on the security area. So this place is lit up with 915 right now.
You have a specific QR code.
Yep, we've got a couple of channels set up.
Yeah, there's a Hamcation 25 QR code, and then you need to set your modem is it a modem protocol, whatever it is,
Yep.
for short fast,
For short fast,
and turn off MQTT,
turn that thing off.
and
We want 3 hop limit.
3 hop. Well, I think that's default.
It may be,
I
but
think 3 hop is. I didn't change that on mine. When I went into mine to change that, it already said 3. So
3 hop limit. But I know when everybody just starts playing with this, they play with all
well,
those
that's
settings.
true. Yeah, they
right?
all
So
change everything.
It's good to give folks some guidance there.
Right.
Also, local only is a device setting that we've asked
right.
for.
Yes, local only.
Yeah, and I think so far, let me see what the node count is, and this is everybody that has followed directions, more or less,
Yeah.
right?
It's always a challenge.
Yeah, so far, and it's early, we've got 35 folks that are configured and on the mesh right now.
It'll catch back up here. So
Kyle's asking if the Meshtastic will be counting colonoscopy stories as well.
I certainly hope so. I certainly hope so. Yeah.
Yeah, Bill's
So-
back here hiding somewhere. There he is.
Yeah, Bill's back here. We got Bill, Jason, Tim, Dave, Wyatt, VHQ Hex Dave. He doesn't want to be on camera, but you guys come see his booth this weekend. Frank is here. Steve KO4 AFL is here.
I'm a spectator.
You're Sean.
KQ4 Mike. I'm a local. I live right down there.
Oh, that's right. Oh, yeah,
Awesome.
you were at the POTA thing. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Got a local here. Somebody who just wandered in. But you got
POTA
past the
Power.
security.
POTA
POTA Power's here.
That's Frank Security.
Yeah.
It's okay.
There we go.
There you go, Frank.
So the weather out here has been great,
Fantastic.
and they've got like Michael said on live stream 2 Sundays ago, they got 15 new vendors here at Hamcation they've never had before. The Armor Lock guys are here, their first time ever. They're actually camped right behind us. I thought they might come over and see what's going on over here tonight, but we'll probably get a knock on the trailer about 12:30 saying, "You guys shut up." We'll see.
We need to drag them in early so that they're
Yes.
part of the festivities.
That's
then,
true. Yeah,
Then they can't say anything.
yeah, that's true.
That's the plan.
But that's it. Yeah. So Meshtastic, really good coverage over the whole park, and there was some. I saw a couple of nodes up at the POTA spot. So a couple people
Yeah.
had them running at the POTA spot as well.
Yeah. So we're seeing lots of people get involved with Meshtastic, which is fun. What else is going on here? Early.
You doing any satellites?
Yeah, I looked for.
I saw you had that antenna.
Yeah, I looked. Yep, Jason KM4ACK brought the elk antenna again for me. Thank you, Jason. It's always much appreciated. yeah, I'll certainly find a couple of passes. What I like to try to do is find a pass that allows me to kind of get right in the middle of everything and give everybody a chance to see what's going on. So I'll certainly look for those opportunities. I've got everything here to do that.
Good. Have you heard from Tom and Sloan? Are they going to be here?
I have not heard from them, no.
All right. I was riding my bike over there in that area earlier today because they always set up right there by the food truck.
Yeah.
And I thought about them when I was riding by there. I was like, I wonder if they're going to be here this time or not. Because they're always chasing satellites. They do sideband satellites. Tom does. He does a lot of sideband satellites.
Oh yeah.
But
you know, a lot of times they're working with the ARRL.
Yes. Right.
And they usually have a schedule at the ARRL booth for when they'll be working passes, and they work both linear and FM birds on their schedule. So
so a linear bird is a sideband bird.
Yes.
HF.
It's still 2 meters, 70 centimeters, but it's working on a transponder, which has bandwidth as opposed to a single frequency repeater. So you can have
FM?
several. Yes, you can have several conversations going on that satellite at the same time. Still on a 2 meter band.
Are there any
sideband?
Is there such a thing as an HF satellite?
You know, there have been some satellites that have had some different frequencies.
Okay.
There's some 10 meter frequencies out
Because
there.
Sloan was working with, like 2 or 3 years ago, he was out there, and I think that was at Hamcation, but he was working satellites with an older ICOM.
That's
trying to remember,
what he uses.
But it's not. But it didn't have It didn't have VHF. It was just an HF. It was like a 7. It was like, it wasn't a 756, but it was something similar to that.
That's the same radio he uses today. That's his 2 meter, 70 centimeter.
It is 2. Okay.
Yeah,
I thought it was an HF only radio. I can't remember exactly which one it is, but okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well,
so those guys are here sometimes. They're always at. They're always at Dayton. They're at Huntsville.
They're at Huntsville. Yeah. I bet they'll be here tomorrow.
Yeah.
Wouldn't surprise me if they are.
So hopefully. It's always good to see those guys.
So, real quick though, somebody's asking, is it worth coming to Hamcation? Proud.
It's absolutely worth coming to Hamcation if you enjoy this type of activity. This is the second largest ham fest in the United States that happens every year. So if you enjoy that type of thing, it's totally worth it.
And it's not just the ham fest, right? It's camping, it's hanging out, it's doing the POTA outings. It's all those things.
On top of my cigar box there, Frank. Bring me one of those Rothschilds, please, in that wooden box next to it. Yeah, where's the QR code? Where's a good place to find that?
So it's in a few places.
Yeah.
First of all, I'll plug my channel, Digital Rancher. Go out there on YouTube. You'll find it in a post. I have that listed as the current post. It has both the YouTube channel as well as the Hamcation 2025 channel. It's also in several Discords.
Thank you.
If you guys are Discord users. What you got there?
Charter Oak Rothschilds. Look at this. You know the bad thing about a cigar that size? This will be my third one today.
Is that really the bad thing?
It depends on how you look at it. Exactly. Dave said these are a great end of the day cigars, but I'm like, no, I smoked one of these at 8:30 this morning.
But yeah, you can also find those QR codes in the Toads Hamcation.
Just be careful. That camera's really wobbly. Just be careful with that table.
It's the not Toads Hamcation Discord is another great place to go find that real quick. And then, also here at the show, you'll be able to find it around the show floor. I know that Spec 5 is going to
Spec 5 will have it at their booth, right?
There with those at their booth as well. Yep.
So, Rancher, do you do any other hobby satellite stuff, like weather satellites, like build your own dish?
So I have...
Repeat the question.
Yeah, so the question was, do I do any of the other kind of satellite-related activities? And I've... not that long ago, just a few months ago, I built one of the egg beater antennas for weather satellites. So that's something that's pretty fun, right? That's easy to do, and it's really cool to pull those weather images off those satellites, right? That's one of those things that gives you a lot of satisfaction. It's like, wow, I just pulled that image off that satellite, and this is what's going on the planet right now. So there's something really cool about that. there's a satellite that was launched, I think it was in December. It's the LignoSat satellite. It's a Japanese satellite that's primarily made of wood, and it has some interesting aspects to its communications capability. They haven't published how to interact with that yet, but I keep trying to interact with it to see if I can figure it out before they get it published. So, so I try to get involved in some of those other things as well.
Different
Like a modern day
polarizations, some are
version of hacking?
circular, some are
Yeah.
verticals.
Oh yes, I mean, in most cases, they're circularly polarized, right? Because they're tumbling, right, in space. So
Right.
you certainly will do very well if you've got a circularly polarized antenna. Or you can do it the way I like to do it, by hand, and just, right, you just rotate the satellite and you just listen to it. So, but there are some cool things, right? You can pull SSTV images off of the International Space Station, so that's a related aspect as
Nice.
well. So yeah, there's lots of things that you can do besides just talking to people.
This with like an old dish antenna you find in somebody's garbage on the side of the road.
Yeah, there's a great channel out there called Save for Parts.
Yeah.
And, that guy, I would love to meet that guy sometimes. He's just a wild man. But he's great at taking, those kind of derelict pieces of satellite equipment and refurbishing it, reusing it, hacking into different satellites, right? Trying to figure out what frequencies they're on, how they're configured, and pulling data off them. So, yeah, that's an aspect of the hobby. I've not got into some of those things. I'd love to talk to him, though. He's got a lot of great knowledge, and he's got a really great channel too. If you guys have not seen Save for Parts, check him out. He's a lot of fun.
I keep seeing Meshtastic messages.
I know.
Notifications go across my screen there.
I know. New nodes, messages, all kinds of stuff coming up.
A lot of people on the Meshtastic system. So
Yeah, it's fun stuff.
yeah. So in the Going Home series that you're reading now, so like around book 8 or 9, they meet up with the guy that brings them. Yeah, spoiler alert. This doesn't ruin the story at all, though. They meet up with the guy that brings them images of a storm from a satellite of a storm that's coming into the area.
Oh yeah, so he's pulling.
And they're
satellite.
like, how did you get this? And he's like,
Satellite images.
the satellites are still up. We just don't have anything to read. He's like, I built an antenna, and he talks about how he does that, and I'm like, so he's monitoring. He's like, he is NOAA weather now.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So,
He's Mr. NOAA.
Yeah,
He
he's
becomes
Mr. NOAA weather now. So it's like, okay, so you can actually read the images from the satellites. A common person, if they know what they're doing, can read the images from the satellites and get data that way.
Yeah, for sure. There's satellites that publish the information and how to pull those images. And one of the things that the Save for Parts guy does is he pulls some of those images from military satellites, which are not published, right? Which requires a bit more tinkering, or what some may call hacking, but we'll call it tinkering.
We'll call it tinkering.
It's
not hacking if you can intercept the signal.
I know.
Well,
hey, that's his argument, and I support him 100%.
Right.
But yeah, there's satellites up there that are sending information to Earth, and it's there for the taking if you can figure it out.
That's good.
So you had a couple questions about the cigar you're smoking, and
Okay.
also Stephen Baudet.
Baudet, yeah.
Just became welcome to intro.
Oh, welcome to intro. Thank you, Stephen. I know you've been there before, so thanks for. This is a Charter Oaks Rothschild. It's a little short stick. It's like maybe a 46 ring gauge. I don't know, and it's like a almost like a mini Robusto. It's a great smoke for something quick and easy, or if you don't have much time type thing. So.
Or it's the third cigar of the evening.
Or it's the third cigar of the evening, yeah. So come see, if you guys are at Hamcation, go see Dave at VHQ Hex. Go see his booth, and he gave me these, so because he's a great dude, and he just likes spending money on cigars for some reason.
And now Dave's going to have 100 people show up and say, "Hey, Dave, I hear."
No, don't ask him for a cigar. No, just go see his awesome antenna that he's got. But if you're already a cigar person, he will talk cigars with you.
Yeah, trade a cigar with him.
Yeah, do some trades with him. That's a great idea. So
free cigar with every antenna.
A free cigar with
there you
every
go.
antenna. Hey,
Always a salesman.
I don't
Perfect.
think I don't think Yazu, Kenwood, or ICOM are going to say that this weekend. So
Yeah,
you know that's pretty unique right there.
You guys heard it first.
Yeah.
Hamcation.
Free cigar with the purchase of a VHQ hex. There you go.
That's right.
I'll even light it for you.
Inside the building, right? He said, "I'll even light it for you."
Hey, I see Adam's out there. Hey, Adam.
K6ARK, Adam?
Yes, sir.
What's up, Adam, dude?
He's looking forward to coming to Dayton.
Nice.
Oh, good. He's going to be
That'd
back
be nice
at
to see
Dayton
him.
this year. Good to see you this year, Adam. Looking forward to it, buddy.
Yeah.
Somebody's raffling, whatever that is, ROFL.
Rolling on the floor laughing. How old are you, Tim? Okay.
No, the question
Yeah.
is, Tim, what's that mean in the Navy?
You know, we are full of acronyms.
Right.
I'm not sure if that one is.
Oh, wow.
I can,
Scott says he'll be here Saturday. Cool.
Scott, which?
KN4 VVJ.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Stealth GTI Scott. I wonder if he's coming.
Oh, I don't
Because
know.
I didn't see his car out there today, so I was wondering if he was going to be here or not, because he's been here in the past. So.
I see Ed's out there saying hello. Hey,
Yeah.
Ed.
AC3IK Ed?
Yep.
Yeah, what's up, Ed?
Philly Ed.
Good deal.
Hey, Philly Ed started a YouTube channel, so go check that
Oh, yeah?
out if you guys
Okay.
haven't been watching that yet.
Okay.
See, I got you, Ed. I got you.
Yeah, that's right. Cool. Well, tell people about your channel. I'm gonna change the hot seat out, Robert.
Yeah,
so.
sure. So it's Digital Rancher on YouTube. You'll see Digital Rancher with a 3 as the last E in the and Rancher on X.
Okay.
I know somebody else already stole it, so don't give me any business there.
Oh well.
But I do a lot of satellite stuff. I've been doing a lot of Meshtastic stuff. It's just a lot of fun, and then just any other kind of quirky thing that catches my attention at the time. 90% of it is ham radio related. I do a little bit of Linux stuff, just a wee little bit. I've been doing some stuff with some laptops and upgrades, some little things like that. But 90 to 95% of it's ham radio, and I'm just having fun with it.
Really good satellite. Do you want to know about satellites or even Meshtastic? Robert actually knows more than I do about Meshtastic. I usually call him and say, "How do you do this thing?" So it's really good.
More about Meshtastic than Meshtastic.
Well,
No, I wouldn't say that.
I didn't say that, but yeah, we'll see. So thanks, man. Thank you
yeah.
for being here. Yeah.
Who's next? Do I
You
get
wanna
to
go
draft
next?
somebody?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because I want him to. I want you to talk about the day out thing.
Oh yeah.
And then. Oh, and by the way,
Here's the handoff.
yeah, there's the handoff. By the way, those of you who are on Winlink, Jason has been getting me more interested in Winlink. And I'll give credit to Mike, KMRD. We did some Winlink stuff at Winterfield Day. Now, I've had a Winlink account for like 3, maybe 4 years, something like that. So I'm not new to it, but I don't use it very commonly. Send me a Winlink email. I will reply to you. Correct me if I'm wrong. If you're sending it from like a Gmail or a regular email address, it's just your call sign at winlink.org?
Correct.
Okay. Yeah.
Now, you got to defeat the spam filters.
Okay.
So in the subject line, if you're sending from an internet account,
Yes.
you need to put / WL2K in the very first part of the subject line. That will bypass all of the spam filters. Otherwise, it will not come through from an internet account. Now, if you're sending Winlink to Winlink, that never comes
Yeah,
into
you do.
play.
Yeah, Winlink to Winlink is easy. If you have a Winlink account, send me a Winlink email. I sent several emails to people earlier today and yesterday. So, and I did some location spotting, some position reports from the park today and from our campsite here yesterday. That position reporting thing is really cool. It's just something I just recently learned about. But okay, so / WL2K, Winlink 2000.
Yes.
Okay.
And spell it right, not like Mike.
Yeah, I don't spell it like Mike spells stuff. Okay. All right, so we are doing, I say we, you guys are doing with the Daytona Beach Amateur Radio Club, is that correct?
Daytona Beach Amateur Radio Association.
Association,
And
okay.
I'm not really a part of that. I've
Okay.
just tried to help promote it.
Gotcha. Okay.
It's the APRS Day Out.
Yes.
And for more information on that, you can actually go to tiny.cc /day out. And that's got all of the details. But basically, if you're here on site, we're running 147.585 for the frequency. And then the APRS path is temp 11. So don't run your normal wide 1.1, wide 2.1. You want to run temp 1.1, and all of those details are at tiny.cc/dayout.
It's been kind of a cool thing to see. I've seen like what 8 or 9 stations on it so far.
Yeah, and I mean, it hadn't even started.
And Hamcation hadn't even started yet technically. So we've seen 8 or 9 stations on it. I've got my Kenwood D74 on it, and it's working great. And we've sent some messages back and forth.
And we do have Mike KMRD programmed for that.
Yes, yeah, he was actually able to configure a radio, which is an accomplishment for Mike. So, well, it's an accomplishment for APRS for Mike, and he is his own worst enemy on that as well. But so it's just a different frequency with a different path, and it's just here at Hamcation. It's kind of a neat thing. It's a cool way to see how APRS works on a smaller scale.
Yes.
You can see how it works on a smaller scale to get a better picture of how it works on a larger scale when you're out and about in the world.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Cool.
So,
good.
Pretty cool stuff to do. And everything is staying here local. The Daytona Beach Amateur Radio Association's got a digipeater set up. So even the HTs are easily heard. That's on a pretty good antenna. And we'll rebroadcast and basically cover the entire fairgrounds here. Yeah. With that digipeater.
Good. Good.
So, and if you want to know how to configure your radio, if you do go to that tiny.cc/dayout, there's directions there from a video that I did for both the Kenwood D75 and the Yaesu FT5.
Okay.
Which are probably the most popular radios on the market right now for APRS.
The Kenwood D74 is exactly the same as the Kenwood D75. The menus are almost identical.
Yeah, they're pretty much identical.
And the FT3 is fairly similar.
Yeah, other than a few little changes there. If you follow the FT5 directions, you'll be able to fight your way through it on an FT3.
Okay. But the Mike set it up on his VGC radio.
Yes.
Okay.
Now I didn't cover that in the video, so I don't have directions for that. But yes, it's possible with a VGC radio, with the UV Pro, which is that sister radio,
the BTEC.
Yep. And you can even do it in APRS Droid.
So okay. That's right. Yeah, you can change the path. I mean, APRS Droid is very powerful anyway, so I've never tried changing the path, but I know where that setting is.
Yeah. No, you can absolutely do it with APRS Droid.
Okay. So you could APRS Droid to with a digirig to any radio, really. If you have a Moby Link or a digirig or something like that.
Well, and the cool thing is, if you're running those VGC or the UV Pro with the Bluetooth TNC, you can connect that right up to APRS Droid and configure it to run that way.
Yeah.
So I find that a little easier than using the VGC software.
Oh yeah, the first thing I did with my BTEC was connected to APRS Droid.
Yeah.
When the beta KISS TNC firmware came out, I upgraded that, connected it to APRS Droid on my Android phone, and it worked beautifully. There was no problem at all. It's a good system.
So Jody's saying he needs a new poster to hang up in his bedroom wall, and wants to know when there's going to be an updated Ham Tubers group photo.
I just assigned that to Frank.
We'll get one this weekend.
Yeah.
We'll get one this weekend. I was going to take one at the POTA Park, and people started clearing out shortly after we got there. I don't know if there's a hidden meaning behind that or not, but it was right after the pizza was done also, so that's probably more likely what it was. I don't know, but yeah.
Just a couple quick items.
Yeah.
The door chick's in chat.
Oh, my wife is in chat. Hey, honey.
Yeah, and Noel's in chat.
Noel's in chat. What's up, dude? Hey, Noel, I sent you a message on Discord. I was wondering the updates on the thing we were talking about last week. So, no rush, man. I'll get with you next week. Good deal. Anything else? I can't see the chat from my phone because my phone's right there. You guys are watching from my phone, so all these guys are watching the chat for me.
KD2 UDR wants you to get a dipole from Tar Heel so you can do some testing and tell everybody about
a dipole from Tar Heel?
You know the Tar Heel dipole?
Where they use the 2 Tar Heel antennas.
I would love to have one of those. Let me tell you something. That Tar Heel, what he calls the little HP Pro that I did a video on, he's got a manual version where you just move it up and down. It's not like motorized, and then he's got a motorized version now too. That thing is freaking awesome. It is a great antenna. If it comes, it doesn't, I don't remember if it comes with the tripod or it has a tripod, but it has a tripod that you just set on the ground. So if you go to a POTA park, a national park, somewhere where they don't like you hanging stuff in trees or drilling stuff into the ground, it just sits right there on the ground. It's got an adjustable vertical antenna. I've activated half a dozen parks with that. It works very well. So I'm going to take one of my new, in fact, I need to get that new, I'm going to show off that new Explorer bag. I'm going to take one of my Explorer bags and put just that Tar Heel stuff in it, and that's going to be one of the packs that I carry when I'm on road trips. But yeah, I'll talk to Robert. He's going to be here. Tar Heel's going to be here this weekend from tarheeldesigns.com. Go check out that website, and I'll talk to him about getting one of their dipoles. I'd love to have one, but he says that when I was talking to him at Hamcation, he says he has people hang those in their attic if they're in an HOA.
Oh wow!
He'll have people hang those in their attic, and he's like, people give good reports about it. He's like, hey, it's better than nothing, right?
That's right.
You can't have a Nintendo at your house, so that's pretty cool.
So 2 Tar Heels as a dipole?
Yes.
Yeah, there's 2. Yeah, so it's got a center load where you mount it, and then it's got a motorized version that's hung horizontally on either side with a whip, and then the motor moves in and out simultaneously on both sides.
Sounds awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty slick. He had those at Hamcation. I was like, man, that is a cool system. But it's not as good as a hex beam, but it's darn close. So, anything else?
I think that's it.
Okay, man. Thanks
That's
for
it.
being here.
Yeah, absolutely. Who's next in the
Who
hot
wants
seat?
the hot seat? Are you sitting there because you want the hot seat, or? Okay.
I took his last seat left.
Oh, okay. All right.
I'm local.
Yeah. Hey. Yeah. You are local. You could just. Just. There you go. So what's up?
How's it going, Jason?
Yeah. Good. How are you? Yeah.
Good.
Tell everyone your name and your call sign.
I'm Sean, KQ4 Golf Delta Mike. Live in the area.
Mm-hmm.
Got my license 3 Hamcations ago.
Okay.
I got the general and tech on first visit,
Okay.
and then last year got my extra,
Nice.
which was cool. I couldn't do this, because you have to study for the test and be ready on Friday morning. 'Cause
Oh yeah.
the
Yeah.
best time to take your test, if you're going to do it at Hamcation, is do it Friday. Get it out of the way. Don't clutter up your Saturday with trying to take a test.
You missed the whole show that way because you're worried about it.
You do. And so this year I'm able to enjoy it,
Mhm.
bring out the camper and chill out with you guys.
Nice.
But, and I've done the POTA last year and this year. Didn't know about it the year prior, but enjoying it. Ham radio, and there's so many parts of it that I've been getting sidetracked into. Meshtastic is my new endeavor.
Okay.
I don't have any Meshtastic equipment now, but that will be solved after Saturday.
There's at least 2 Meshtastic vendors here this weekend. First time, but I think it's the first time that Seed has been here. Yeah, first time they've both been here. So yeah, the Meshtastic is entering the ham radio world and doing well. Doing well. I mean, it's open source. It's on an ITSM band on 900 megahertz. At least in the USA, it is. So it's public band. Anybody can use it. You don't have to have a license to use it. But hams are all about communication, and it's just another form of communication. So it's been real popular with us.
And I looked at their map, and where I live in Northwest Orlando, no Meshtastic
None?
nodes, not one node, nothing. And I'm a little disappointed at the participation that this area's had, so I'm wanting to put a node up. One public, like maybe an outdoor external one,
Sure.
and then play with a couple of small units, by myself. But
So just because you don't see them on the internet Meshtastic map doesn't mean that they're not there.
Yeah, they have to go and manually add those. So
do.
they might actually be nodes out there that you don't know about.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what I would do if I were you, go in there tomorrow. There's going to be local ham radio clubs around the Orlando ham radio clubs and local suburb ham radio clubs, and just go up to their tables and ask them if they've ever done anything with Meshtastic.
Okay.
Because some ham radio clubs are actually buying into it and putting up nodes and whatnot. I know that's true in my area in Texas, so it wouldn't surprise me if there's someone out here doing something, even if there's not on the map.
So I'm a big cyclist. I like riding on a bicycle to work and stuff. I work for AT&T, and I have like a 16-mile ride to work. But I've been wanting to put a Meshtastic node on my handlebars, to be honest with you.
That's a great idea.
And just see what
That's
I
a great
get.
idea. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's a wonderful idea.
And
That's
hopefully be a repeater.
So Frank and Rob flew to Orlando from DFW, and they each had their Meshtastic nodes on the same flight, and they were messaging each other back and forth on the plane. Please turn off all of your communications devices. Sure, we will.
I think they say cell phone, so the cell phones are
Yeah,
off.
yeah.
But Meshtastic's
Yeah.
on.
Well, the cell phone radio was off.
The cell phone radio was off. Obviously, you know what? Their plane didn't crash or didn't run into a Black Hawk helicopter, so I think it's all good. You know,
Aren't they?
they'll give you the thumbs up. You
Good
know,
authority that it was a safe activity.
a safe activity. There you
Won't say
go.
where we got that information.
I think airplane communications is in the 120.
Yeah, it's like 1:20
so
a.m.
they're
Yeah,
fine.
yeah. It's not gonna.
We're
mess
not
with anything.
stepping on each other at all.
Yeah. I don't think it does. I think that's a holdover from a long time ago when the instruments were maybe more susceptible to RFI, but I don't think cell phones actually do interfere with them.
Nah.
That's my own personal opinion. I don't know that. Don't quote me.
There would have been a problem by now.
The smoke detectors, they interfered with smoke detectors. I had not heard that. Okay. All right.
Well, we don't want those working anyway.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah, totally. Sweet. Well, thank you, Sean. Thanks for being here, man. It's
Appreciate it, man.
good to meet you.
Good to meet you finally.
And, good to see you and
Yeah,
all that.
My wife
So-
and I were at Montesano last year.
Oh, good.
We were like 3 campsites away from you.
Mm-hmm.
But we got there a day after everybody else came. We didn't know you need to come a day early.
Oh,
So we missed all the
Did we
the
keep you up at night?
festivities. No.
okay.
No.
Because we were up pretty late on Friday night. So,
We're quiet. We're up to something.
yeah.
I saw the big green trailer though.
Oh, there you go.
That thing is
I don't know
epic.
that guy.
Epic with all those antennas.
Yes.
I don't know that guy. He's shady.
That is a cool
The
trailer.
green machine.
Green machine. Bill, why don't you come up in the hot seat next, buddy?
You're up.
Thanks, Sean. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Give Bill that microphone there.
Nice to meet you, man. Good to see you. And thanks for the compliment.
Yes.
Bill's gonna take the hot seat next.
Howdy, howdy.
What's up, man?
I'm having a good time, man.
Good.
I always have a good time at these events, hanging out. And rustle as I put the mic on.
Yeah.
Just got a nice compliment on my trailer. Hanging out with good people and having a good time. The event today, the Toads event, Coffee and Ham Radios. Coffee and Ham Radios event was nice. I was starving when I got there. It wolfed down 4 pieces of pizza. There was plenty for everyone.
That's right. There was leftovers at the end of the day.
Yeah, and then just sat around chatting with people, re-meeting old acquaintances. So it was a good time. So it was nice. I'm glad I got to come out early.
Right.
And got to see these other events and relax into the place. We've got a little compound going right here.
Mm-hmm.
There's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 RVs in our little pod.
Yep.
And everybody's sitting around smoking cigars, playing with their There's been more Meshtastic talk here than ham radio, or maybe 50-50.
It's either most of the talk here has either been APRS or Meshtastic.
One, you're right. Yes.
Yeah.
One or the other.
APRS or Meshtastic.
Yeah.
So.
Yep.
And we're mostly monitoring 146.45 simplex as well. Although, did we decide to change, Jason? Did we decide to change that?
Change what?
146.45.
We may have to.
So we've been on 146.45, but earlier this afternoon somebody was using Fusion Digital on that frequency. So if we notice that there's too many people using Fusion or maybe it was D-Star, I think it was Fusion, some kind of DV mode simplex on that frequency, we might switch to 146.48. But so far we're on 146.45, so you guys look for us there. A lot of activity on 6.52, of course. We're just trying to move some of the activity off of the main channel. So, but it's good. Bill, what you were talking about earlier? Did you make any CW contacts with your K4?
I did not.
Okay.
I was running my mouth, chatting with everybody. I did not, at the park, I didn't pull it out, and maybe I'll get another chance here.
All right.
But I pulled it out when we got back here. Of course, it's not a park. Mike N4 Fox was doing something. I think he might have been doing the POTA. He came up on my ham alert. So I was trying to get him, but the bands were coming in and out today. So there was a lot of fading.
A lot of
like
fading.
I'd hear whoever he was talking to. So I didn't hear a CQ or a QRZ. I'd hear whoever he was talking to, and it would just fade all the way out.
Okay.
And I didn't hear anything that gave me a point to jump in. So I listened for a while. So I did pull out the KH1 here at the command post.
At the compound.
At the compound.
Gray Man POTA compound.
The Gray Man
POTA
compound?
compound. No.
Okay.
No. This is the Texas compound. That's Texas there. 5 people from Texas here. Tennessee's close enough to Texas here. Where are they from?
South Carolina.
South Carolina. Okay, that's good enough, I guess. So yeah, this is
Honorary Texas.
honorary Texan. Been to Texas a few times. Yeah. So Texas outnumbers most people here. so.
I was based in Houston for a while, so I have lived in Texas.
Okay.
I lived in Houston.
You're thinking about moving back.
Thinking about it, man.
Oh.
Thinking about it.
Should
Moving
try that.
west.
Try that. You can do field day and winter field day with us much easier.
Oh, that winter field day is a blast down there
Yeah.
on Galveston Island.
Yeah. We had a good time with it last year.
Yep.
So
what are you excited about for this one as far as what we're gonna see?
Hamcation.
Yeah.
I am excited to see Spec 5 here as a Meshtastic vendor. Seed Studios as well. They're going to be here, or M&L Electronics or whatever they are. Oh, well, somebody's watching the live stream. But so I'm excited to see them. I'm excited for the new ICOM radio, the IC7760, which has been in retail stores for about a month, I think.
Really?
I assume that ICOM will have one of those displayed here because people who have ordered them, they've been shipping.
I didn't know they were on the street yet.
Yeah. I saw a post on Facebook from Ray like about a month ago,
Really?
saying we're starting to ship these to the retailers, HRO, MTC, Gigaparts, and so pre-orders from those websites have been going out. I don't know how many. I don't think they've all been filled, but they're starting to fill orders for those.
I don't know how I missed that, but
yeah.
I'm not in the market for another big radio.
Right? Yeah.
But
But I would love to get
My wallet says no.
I would love to get a video about that this weekend.
it's
So
a credit card just
assuming
for
that ICOM has those radios here at their booth this weekend, which I assume they will, I'm going to get a video about them.
I want to see a prototype of the new Yaesu.
I'm hoping that Yaesu has a prototype or at
That's
least
what
something
I-
under
where I
glass
can
of the
gawk at
the
it.
QRP.
2730B
Yeah.
might be here.
Which one?
The 2730B might
The
That would be
2730B from
nice.
ICOM might be here. Yeah, that's true.
Released, buyable?
What's that?
I'm not going to buy one, but buyable, like released?
I think those are
Rumor has it they're going to be like arriving in stores next week.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so that would
yeah,
be a
yeah.
big surprise. That would be nice if they actually had them here for sale.
Oh, I'd love to take
Yeah,
it.
I've seen retailers do that kind of thing before.
have
Guess
to-
what? Early release.
Yeah.
Buy it right here.
Yeah. Yep.
At full retail because it's brand new.
Ray does have one inside.
This 2730B
No,
or the 77.6. That radio's been out long enough now. They started shipping to retailers long enough now that it would not make sense if they did not have one. So I assume that they do have one. Yeah.
I won't recognize it. I'm used to seeing it as a bunch of boards laid
It
out
looks-
on the glass.
It looks like a 7610, but upgraded.
Yeah, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. No, I know
Yeah.
you are. Yeah. Yeah. If it's not in pieces, we may not know
Yeah.
what it is.
Joey
But-
says the 7760 is delivery is 4 days here in Canada. So
well,
they are available.
okay.
Good deal.
All right.
Good
So
deal.
yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing that.
Signal Stick is new here too, right?
Signal Stick is
They're
here.
gonna be-
Ham Steady.
Yeah.
Ham Steady with
Ham Steady.
Signal Stick is here. Armalock is here for the first time. Spec 5 is here for the first time. There was like 50. You guys didn't see my live stream from 2 Sundays ago. Michael from the Hamcation staff was on the live stream. He said there were 15 new vendors at Hamcation this year, and he named them all off. And I several of them I didn't recognize, but we're gonna, when we walk through tomorrow, we're gonna try to pick out the new folks and see what's going on there. So Bagali Keys is back. I saw
Always.
them, I saw them earlier today. Mezzi and Poloni Stefano's here. Gigaparts was setting up earlier. Who else?
I didn't go in.
Here's something cool.
What?
At the station, they always set up the
Special event station?
special events.
Okay.
So
They have a 905 setup.
They have a 905 setup that you can operate at the special event station. Okay.
Correct.
Okay.
With all the different high frequency bands.
Yeah. SHF, super high frequency.
Super high frequency.
Okay. Okay. Sweet.
Yeah.
That'll be cool.
Word of advice is if you're going to buy Bengali key, buy it here. Save the shipping.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely
Yeah,
good
you don't have
advice.
to do- yeah, you
if
don't
you've
have to-
got a buddy that's here and you want a Bengali key, have your buddy pick it up and pay him when he gets back because I think it's $40. Right at $40 just for the shipping.
Yeah.
So it's best to pick them up here.
Vince VE6LK
Yeah.
also chimed in that Smitty's here.
Yep. Smitty is here. Yep.
Halibut?
Halibut
Okay.
Electronics.
Okay, Halibut
with the
Electronics.
OHIS
Oh, yes.
headset standard.
Yes,
And
yes.
the egg beater.
Yeah, he makes the
Yeah.
eggnogs and
Eggnogs
And
antenna for the
Satnogs.
egg. Yeah,
Satnogs
for
or egg-
Satnogs.
Well,
He makes eggnogs
Eggsnogs.
for
Okay.
Satnog.
For
yeah,
Satnogs.
he's
Okay.
also he's
Yeah.
got frequencies for weather satellites as well.
Okay. Yeah. Good. I'm gonna have to get. I had them on my channel a couple years ago when OHISS first came out. So that was a cool program to tinker with for a little bit. But good. Okay. What are you looking forward to, Bill? You gonna buy something this weekend?
Well, yeah, a couple.
I mean, I took all your cash already, but
Yeah, I bought a radio from Jason, so I want a signal stick for that radio.
yes.
I need to get over to Flex and ask them a question. So yeah, and there's a couple other little things, but you always see something and go, I gotta have that.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow, I gotta have that. So, but I don't have. I just bought an antenna, so right now I'm out of the antenna business, and I'm just glad to be here to hang out.
Absolutely.
That's the shame of it.
That's the
good of it. I hang out.
That's the best thing about these shows like this is just the camaraderie and the fellowship and the hangout stuff. So, absolutely. Glad you're here, man. Glad you were able to get off work.
Yeah, I appreciate you making room for me.
So we rented a trailer, as you guys, if you watch my live streams, you know, we rented a trailer from a local guy. It sleeps 5 of us in there. It's a 35-foot bumper pull Jayco, which is pretty cool. We were comfortable in there last night. But we were talking earlier today about possibly renting a trailer this size, roughly, for Hamvention. Because I've had a spot reserved at Hamvention for the last 3 or 4 years, something like that. And I usually pull my trailer down there. But I think it's going to be cheaper because my trailer will only sleep 3 people, depending on which trailer I have at the time and if it falls apart between here and there. But my trailer only sleeps 3 people, me and 2 other people. But if I can rent something locally in the Dayton area, that'll sleep 5 or 6 people, and then we can split the cost between everybody, and I don't have to drive the thing back and forth from Dayton to Texas and back, then it might be a better plan to do something like that. So we're looking at doing that for Hamvention coming up in May. It's just an idea we hatched earlier this morning, and nothing's set in stone yet, but I'm going to do some research on it and see what we can find. So all these guys have claimed beds in it already, I think.
Jason, you got 319 people on the street right now.
319.
Thank you for watching, guys.
Outstanding.
Appreciate you guys watching for sure. Good deal. Well, where did Tim go? I was going to call on him next.
He just walked up.
He walked
He left.
out.
There he is.
Tim,
Tim, you want to sit down?
here's the hot seat.
Okay.
Hey guys, he's gonna say, plug yourself.
Tell-
I'm gonna say,
yeah.
I'm Bill,
Tell
Ham
everyone.
Radio Tectonics, at Bill-HRT. Go on over there, subscribe. Some of my videos might be something you're interested in. You might find something that maybe you aren't, but might help somebody else. So, see you over there.
Totally. Thanks, Bill. Thanks,
It's a
man.
pleasure.
Appreciate it.
You've worked that whole shtick out, didn't you?
It's not Bill's first time on my channel.
There you go.
Tim with Grayman POTA. is here.
Gray, spelled the American way.
That's right.
That's right.
What's up, buddy? How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. How about yourself?
Oh, pretty good. Can't complain.
This has been a fun, exciting adventure, and it just started.
And it just
just
technically it hadn't even really started yet. It
That's
starts
true.
at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning.
That
but
is true.
Yeah. But I always like to get here early because this is the fun time to me.
Oh, absolutely.
It's just to hang out, do the POTA thing.
Yep.
Got a new park activated today, a new park in my own logbook. I'm at 93 unique parks activated.
That is cool.
So I'm working towards, so I need 7 more parks to get to 100 unique parks activated. So that's one today that I got.
That is cool. You know, and it's a nice thing, especially when you get an opportunity to drive around the country.
Yes.
To have something to do while you're there.
Oh, yeah.
Just it's not just going and showing up in a different state or something like that. You actually have something to do as an activity or as a destination when you're there. Now, I don't know about your wife. My wife, you know, we went on that staycation. She's like, "Oh, there's a park over there. You can do a POTA." 10 parks later, she was like, "I don't think I should have said that to you." Hey, we had fun though. We had fun. I had fun.
My wife has planned us a trip for this coming July where we're going to drive to Colorado.
Yeah.
And there's 4 national parks in Colorado. So we're going to make a circle around Colorado and hit all 4 of those national parks. And we're going to we're going to rent cabins. We're not going to do any tent camping. We're going to rent cabins in almost every national park or nearby somewhere. And I'm going to activate the national parks. And one point in time, we're going to go down to 4 Corners.
Okay.
I'm going to activate it 4 times because you just walk across the border. You activate it from this state. I walk across the border from this state. So you can't do all 4 states at once because you have to be in the state.
Yeah,
So,
I think that's weird. Where
it's a little
you can't
weird.
Stand on the line, but
right? Yeah, exactly.
there's
Yeah,
some
but
places they should
kinda neat.
They should make a special exception specifically for 4 Corners to stand right on the medallion.
I would, yeah, I'd be okay with that.
Yeah.
But I mean, that way you can activate 4 states in like half hour. So
Absolutely.
because you just tell everyone once you get activated in the first state, you're just like, all right, everyone stand by. I'm going to step 10 feet to the right.
But it's the same park though, right? Or is it?
Yeah, it's the same entity. It's just, you know how you go like a historical trail
Right,
will
yeah.
travel through many states,
Yes,
or
yeah.
a national park.
Right.
And when you if you have an updated piece of software like Hammers or Polo or something, you go in there and you say, I'm at this park, and it'll ask you, well, what state are you in?
Gotcha,
And then you
okay.
put in the state, and then you go from there. So that's how I'm going to do 4 Corners. So that's going to be a fun activation this coming July. But that's going to be a total POTA rich and filled with POTA trip. So that's going to be fun.
Sounds like it.
Yeah. So you ever been out there?
I have not. When I was in the Navy, I drove from Virginia Beach, where I was stationed, to Indiana. From Indiana down through Dallas, Texas,
Okay.
and all the way across. And I've never wanted to drive ever again after that.
Once you drove from Dallas to El Paso, you were done.
I was done. Oh my God, that was an entire day
Yeah, I
in
know.
itself.
Yeah.
Holy cow! All I saw was Texas, one into another. I saw every
right.
vegetation type. I saw desert. I saw rainforest. I mean, I saw it all.
You saw everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
And that is a trek. I've made it a couple times myself, but
That
It's
was
fun.
that was quite a bit. But
good.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for being here, man.
Well, thank you.
Yep.
Thank you. Yeah.
Anything else to well, tell the audience where they can find you.
Well, I'm on graymanpota.com. You can find me on all the socials, but YouTube, Rumble, X, Instagram, even Facebook for those of you who still use Facebook. That's probably the best place to find me.
And Tim had an overlanding channel before his ham radio channel.
I did, yes.
Yeah.
That's overlanding, the number 4 fun. So overlanding for fun, and same thing, overlanding for fun.com, and you can.
And you
Got
came
all
to
the
you came to
socials.
the Moore Expo with us last year.
Yes.
So
I'm
and we're going back to that in April of this year. So you guys prepare for that.
looking forward to that.
Yep.
And we're gonna be able to bring a full camper in this time, or what do you think?
No, we're gonna tent camp.
We're gonna tent
I
camp.
like tent camping at that show.
That is true.
Yeah,
It's
that's
a little
more of a
chilly,
tent
though.
camping. It's a little bit more chilly, but I'm bringing the gazebo back. We're gonna have the fire ring.
That's true.
And that was a pretty comfortable situation.
What,
there.
a hot tent? What, a smoke tent?
Yeah,
Well,
hot
It was a
tent.
little bit of everything. But I tell you what was it, about 30 degrees out, 20 degrees out?
It wasn't below freezing. I think it was like high 30s, low 40s, something like that.
Either way, with the
Yeah.
with the fire ring inside the tent, it
nice and warm and
it was
toasty.
comfortable. Yes,
Yep.
it was.
Yeah, and it might have been filled with cigar smoke. I don't remember.
Could have been.
But
Could have been,
no,
but
it was
we're
a
not
good time.
telling.
Yeah,
You'll have to come.
that's right.
And find out for yourself.
That's right. So thanks, man.
Oh, absolutely.
Thanks for
Thank
being
you.
here. So
Who's next?
Frank, grab that new Explorer bag behind you. Lean in against the camper,
That's
the
right.
new one.
This is brand new. It hasn't even been released yet. has it?
No, they have some here at the show. So the one without the straps, is that it? Yeah, that's it. That's it. And go ahead and give the mic to Frank. You want to sit down again, Frank?
Yes.
Okay. So this is the brand new Explorer bag, and you can't really see it in the camera, but this is a waterproof material that they're calling a waterproof sail. I already forget. I already forget what it's what they make waterproof sails for out of sailboats, like competition racing sails for. So it's a waterproof sailcloth. That's it. Waterproof sailcloth. So you pour a bottle of water on this, and you'll see it just bead right down. And if you can see it right there, it's got red stitching.
It looks nice.
That's the Ham Radio 2.0 version with red stitching. There's 100 of these, and then they're gone. It's a limited run, 100 of these. They've got 400 of these that are in the regular 500 denier material that's just got the total black stitching, black bag, black stitching. But there's a Ham Radio 2.0 version right there that's got red stitching. And once those are gone, they're gone. We'll probably do something else later on, but it will not be the same thing. So this one, the waterproof version is $98 here at the show. They've got about 17 of them for sale. And they got more coming in, but they got some expedited shipping to have at Hamcation. So they got 17 of these. The regular 500 denier version with the black stitching is $69, and they've got 18 of those here at the show. So go up to Gigaparts and tell them you want one of their brand new Explorer bags. I did a video about this a week or so ago, and it's going to be a great backpack. It's got the load leveling straps on it. It does not have the belt strap on it, but it has this little pocket right here on the back where you can add your own belt if you want to.
Okay.
Right in there. So, very cool looking bag. Got the patch on the front. You can trade that out with something else. So, it's going to be at the Gigaparts booth this weekend, so go check that out.
I'm
Did you get the
relaxing.
microphone?
Yes.
Okay. What's
I'm
up,
ready.
Frank?
Man, I got done cooking everything and
Uh-huh.
cleaned your grill.
Good. Thank you.
After you said, hey, I'm going to be cooking burgers. Then, hey, Frank, go cook your burgers.
Yeah. I asked you. I asked you to cook
You
burgers,
did.
Frank.
You did.
Yeah.
I'm just giving
Yeah.
you a hard time.
I know.
But yeah, man, I'm relaxing now. I got a Davidoff cigar. It's the last Davidoffs I had from Michael,
Okay.
my
Okay.
Patreon Michael, Uber Patreon. But
Good.
that would be special to break out and enjoy with everybody. Hey, there's another Meshtastic node.
Yeah. I keep seeing the Meshtastic notifications across the
And
screen.
now I got Buffalo Trace in my cup.
Yep.
And
we do have a Texas bourbon bar over here. Got 3 different bourbons from Texas. Someone brought a bottle of Buffalo Trace, and I traded bottles of bourbon with KM4ACK. He brought me a bottle of Tennessee bourbon, and I gave him a bottle of Texas bourbon, another one that's just his.
all right,
And then Frank brought some Weller.
I brought Weller.
So
We drank it all up.
We drank
Yeah.
the Weller. It's gone.
we drank some Weller.
But you convinced me. So for the longest time, I've been staying away from TX whiskey.
Oh,
About 10 years ago, I had it, and it was this vanilla garbage that was only good for mixing. They probably still have it, but I've just been staying away. It was their thing.
I think you're thinking of something else. I've literally
But-
never seen a vanilla Texas whiskey.
Can you show
Jason.
Jason on camera?
Absolutely. You can on my channel.
Jason brought the TX bourbon.
Uh-huh.
I said, fine, I'll try it. And all right, you changed my mind. You
So
changed my
for the
mind.
last maybe 3 years, I think, KM4ACK has brought me a bottle of Chattanooga whiskey to Huntsville.
Huntsville.
He just brings it and he hands it to me. I'm like, thank you. And this was kind of before I was into bourbons and whiskeys. So he's part of the reason that I spend so much money at the liquor store. I hope my wife is still watching. It's kind of his fault. It's partially your fault too, Frank. So last year, I took him a bottle of that Texas bourbon. So there's a TX bourbon and a TX whiskey. The whiskey's good. The bourbon's much better. The bourbon's a darker color. So to me, it's likened to a natural wrapper cigar or a Maduro cigar. I like the Maduro cigars better, so I've found that I like the darker colored bourbons and whiskeys better. I don't know if that has anything to do with
both
anything, but
strong flavors that will complement themselves pretty well.
yes.
Well, especially if you're just drinking a bourbon and smoking a cigar, you just can't have a light or medium body cigar because all the
Yes.
notes from the cigar, you're going to
Agreed.
lose it.
Yeah,
And that's
agreed.
why you need like a more stronger full body Maduro cigar.
So I brought Jason a bottle of TX bourbon last Huntsville last August, and I gave it to him. We traded, and we said thank you, and went out the weekend. And I texted him about a week later. I'm like, so what'd you think? And I was really scared that he was going to say, what is this crap? But no, he replied. He's like, damn, that is good. Where can I get more? And I'm like, I'll bring you some more, buddy. So I brought him a bottle of barrel aged this time. I'm still curious to see how well you're going to like that. But yeah, it seems to be a
Is the barrel
popular
age
one.
open? I don't think it was open yet.
No, that one was for him. I gave that to him. I gave that to him. That's his bottle. So that's not part of the bar over there. Yeah, that's his private.
How
reserve.
much I share with the group, I expect to pour.
Well, if you can talk him out of a pour, go for it. But that doesn't belong on the bar.
Man,
That's his bottle.
I've shared with this group 2 bottles of Eagle.
Yeah.
McKellen?
Sharon is Karen.
Sharon is Karen.
That's right.
And some other super allocated ones. So, larceny.
Freddie Mac.
Yeah, we may or may not have completely destroyed a brand new bottle of larceny at the Moore
A
Expo.
liter. But there was this many people drinking, so
it was like
it wasn't
8 of us.
overdose.
Yeah.
But we knocked it out. It was a blast.
No.
So, are you having fun so far? I've been working.
You know, it's been cold in Texas for the last 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Something like that. So a couple weeks ago we had a snowstorm.
Yep.
And we had a Texas snowstorm. So it was only like an inch or two on the ground, and it lasted a couple days.
Yep.
There was like 4 or 5 days it didn't get above 30.
Yep.
It was like 22, 23
And they're talking
at night.
about another Arctic blast this weekend or next.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So and then like the day before I left for this trip, it was 82 degrees, typical Texas. But then like the day after I left, my wife said that there was a cold front blowing.
Yeah.
In. So yeah, it's kind of up and down. But the weather here has been fantastic.
Yep. So me and Robert got to the airport, and I grabbed my stuff, and I got my hoodie out of the car, and he looked at me, he goes, throw that back in the car. You're not going to need it.
You're not going to need a hoodie.
I'm like, all right, but the plane, he's like, you're not going to need it. And that plane was hot.
Oh, yeah.
That plane was hot. It took a while for that AC to finally kick in. But yeah, man, I've been working. I shot all video today and a bunch of video yesterday.
Yeah.
That's cut, edited, uploaded, dropping tomorrow morning.
Yep.
7 a.m. I think Central. I don't know. I said it for 7 a.m.
You said it for 7, so whatever.
Central time because that's probably where I'm stationed.
Maybe.
That's going to drop. That's a pre-show walkthrough.
Okay.
The POTA extravaganza today, and us hanging out yesterday and having fun, man. But that took 2 hours to upload.
Yeah, the Starlink here is not fast.
2
It is not.
hours.
It is not fast. I don't know if. And like when I set it up last night, there was hardly anybody here in the campsite, so I don't think it's a congestion issue.
Well, I was thinking
For whatever-
congestion because I was walking around and I counted at least 5 Starlinks.
Well, but last night that wasn't true.
That wasn't true.
All those people
so,
came in today, or most of those people came in today.
Yeah.
So it's I don't know. Starlink it's working, but Starlink is not the savior everyone thinks it is. Now I'm a Starlink fan. I'm not bad-mouthing Starlink, but use it where you can. But it's not.
Sometimes it's great.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's so-so.
I'm streaming on AT&T right now.
Yeah.
My 5G connection on AT&T. I'm not connected to Starlink with the
I
phone
should have
right now.
uploaded via my AT&T. Probably would have been faster.
Might have been.
But I was like, it's here. Screw it. Plug the computer in.
It's working.
Like
It's just not. It's much. Setting up at the deer lease. It's much faster than it is here. Much faster. So
it could be. Well, it could just be local congestion. There might be a lot of Starlink users around here.
That's very possible.
And just overtaxing that.
There's
that
a
local
Starlink
mesh.
launch tomorrow morning that several people are going to see.
Matt and Mike have been twisting my arm to go see that. And I'm like, I want to do it. If this
The
was
speculation is you'll be able to see it from here, but if it's clear, we'll
speculation, they've been twisting my arm, getting me to go, and I said no because I come for the Handfest. I come from the fans. The last thing I want to hear is someone had 2 hours and missed me because I was not here.
Well, and apparently there was a launch like on Wednesday morning.
Yeah.
Or maybe Tuesday morning.
Two Tuesday.
There was 2 Tuesday? Okay. So next year, maybe we get here 2 days early.
Well,
and we just go out to the Starlink launch site, just sit out there and set up a special event station. We're going to be like, hey, call in CQ Starlink launch. Why not?
If it was today, hands down.
Oh, yeah, if it was today.
I would have walked through that place so fast and make your head spin. And then on the road, I will edit that video and we'll done the Starlink launch. And I'm jealous of them. I really wish I could have gone. And we would have done the whole the museum they have down there, Space Museum. That's the last one I haven't seen.
We should take an extra day at the front or the back of our trip next year and do that.
Front.
Oh, that's fine.
Because by the end of this, I'm like, blah.
Yeah, you're kind of wiped. Yeah. Well, you don't have to drive home on Sunday, Frank. So
no, I don't. I'm taking a plane.
Yeah, I don't.
I'm smart.
I don't think that you're.
And I got to get back to a job.
Oh, so what are you saying, Frank?
Gotta make. I'm making that money somewhere.
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 Yeah, somewhere.
But man, I can't wait. This is awesome. Can't wait till Saturday because you're cooking.
I'm cooking. Yeah, I'm cooking breakfast Saturday.
I'm sad to say, for field day, I did not get any footage of you cooking when you did the steaks. Phenomenal steaks.
But I cooked you a steak.
Phenomenal.
Really?
Yeah. Okay. It was cooked great.
Robert brings me this whole side of a cow,
I saw
this big
that.
cube to cook. It's a tenderloin, and I'm like, all right, I'll try it. But I think he finished it though.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Hey, but everything you cooked was fantastic.
It turned out okay, didn't it? Yeah.
But yeah, I'm looking for the breakfast.
Yep.
Eggs and bacon and what else?
Breakfast sauces that you guys that they picked up today.
Yep.
So I'm gonna cook. And it's gonna be open to everybody. Now, when I say that, Saturday morning, it's gonna be probably like 9 or 10. So it's not gonna be first thing. I'm gonna go into the show, do some stuff, and then I'm gonna come back here and cook breakfast. People are welcome to come by and grab something. Once it's gone, it's gone. I'm not feeding 15,000 people that are attending Hamcation. There's not enough for that, but we're gonna have a thing going on here. So,
it's gonna be fun, and I get to watch Jason cook breakfast.
Yeah. I gotta use it. I told Emily I was gonna buy that Blackstone. She's like, "Why? You don't cook?" I'm like, "Well, it's one way to get me to cook." So
dude,
now I have a Blackstone.
How much grease that thing? I filled that catch in the back today.
From those burgers?
Yes.
Oh wow.
Those burgers took a while. They were half-pound thick.
Half pound. Yeah. Those. Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah. I was like, yeah. I saw those packages. I'm like, oh, Rob had to pick these.
Yeah.
Look at this.
It took like 10 plus minutes to cook those.
Texas-sized burgers.
Yeah. It took a good bit, but they came out good, and we also had bratwurst and jalapeno sauces. I didn't get any of the jalapeno sauces.
Did you cook all of that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
didn't get any of that either, but
there were a couple brats left.
Okay. I brought those. I went to the store the day before I left to drive here, and I just picked up some stuff, some brats and whatnot.
Brats were good. I had one of those.
Good.
Nice.
Good. Okay.
Nice.
Good.
And this
good.
is a great cigar.
Kyle's cooked smash burgers for us last year, and those were really good.
Well,
he did
Kyle
a great
brought
job with
them.
that.
I cooked them.
Oh, I thought he cooked them.
Well, I think Kyle started.
Kyle started.
So you guys did that together.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Let's 50-50 it.
Okay. All right. But those were good. I've never cooked smash burgers. I wouldn't know exactly how to do it, but
I think the perfect size for that is quarter pound because you want small.
Right.
And then you smash it on the thing to about a quarter inch, and then they'll kind of plump back up. Plus, they're so thin, they cook faster.
Yeah.
So you can do a lot of them faster.
Yeah.
That was fun. And you know what? Y'all are freaking selling me on this Blackstone.
It's a great.
Why
great
doesn't
piece of
Frank
kit.
have one?
Yeah. There's K5YVY Joe Brett in the chat. What's up, buddy?
Yep.
Joe Brett at the campsite.
I don't know, Joe Brett. There's plenty of campsites out
Right?
here, bud. If you left right now, you might make it by tomorrow night. I don't know.
Robert says I don't need a Blackstone. I cook on Kyle's. I cook on yours. I just need to show up.
Yeah, you just need to show up. That's true.
But man, I enjoy it though. Overall,
Yeah.
I do talk a little bit about it.
Yeah.
And when we get picked on, but I enjoy cooking. It's fun.
We need to get Frank's Beans on the next rotation, wherever that is. More Expo.
Maybe, but we don't have anywhere to wash pots, and it creates a mess. So if we do it in more, I'll probably pre-cook them, bring them.
Well, that's fine.
Now, they probably will make a reoccurrence if Kyle asks at Huntsville.
Okay.
And I'll do another crock pot or pot of them.
Okay.
But I cut so many jalapenos and habaneros for that. My hands were sensitive from the oils. I was like, dang. And I chopped the habaneros up with a fork and knife, so I wasn't touching that.
You need to get some.
It was just jalapenos.
You need to get some gloves. You need to get some of those nitro
Never
gloves.
needed them made before.
You never cooked for 50 people before.
No.
Before Huntsville last year.
Before Huntsville.
Yeah. Yeah. So, how many of you in the chat are going to be attending tomorrow? How many? Is anyone watching from the campsite? Anyone at another campsite watching right now?
Yeah. Especially if you see me, because I do love doing the line walks. If you see me doing the line walks tomorrow, shout out to Tank Radio.
Yeah.
And I probably will cut the audio and have it.
Yeah.
Tank Radio!
So I can't read the chat. So tell me if anybody's. See,
we got Robert watching the chat.
If anybody, yeah, Robert's watching it. So if anybody's here at the campsite or just here in Orlando watching, you're going to be here tomorrow. Let us know in the chat.
There are, minus this, 2 other new products just walking around I heard about launching this Hamfest.
From people we know?
Yeah.
Okay.
Somebody watching from Pod 3.
Pod 3?
Somebody watching from... Oh, Sully. Yeah, Sully's over there. I met him earlier. Yeah. Okay. Okay, yep.
We got somebody who's camping in Death Valley.
Death Valley?
Death Valley. That's a post
Ooh,
spot right there.
I've never camped there. I drove it through there.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good.
Helicopter's gone by again.
Yeah. We've been having a lot of helicopter flyovers. Yeah, yeah.
Hey, Frank, are you going to bring those beans to the More Expo?
The question is, I'm going to bring them to More Expo. If they're going to make appearance, they'll be reheated.
So
I'm not going to be cooking them there because it just the pot takes like overnight to soak and there's nothing to clean there.
So Freddie Mac, who I think is coming back to More this year, had a RV site with water last year. Also, Kyle has water in his hiker. We can get some jerry cans and filled with water and a battery powered sprayer, which I've been wanting to get one of those anyway. So
all right, so
we can make it work.
Someone cleans the pot.
Is done. Kyle volunteering to clean the pots? As I know you're in the chat, Kyle. I can see you chatting in there. So,
but the Gazelle compound will be making a return.
Kyle says, "I'll have the hot water." He's not claiming to clean.
He's not claiming to clean.
Oh, wait. I'll wash that bleeping pot.
I'll wash that bleeping pot. Is what Robert said. That's good. But
all right.
Beans are on.
Beans are on, and whatever night that is, make sure you have a beeline to that bathroom.
Well, see, the good thing about More Expo, we all have our own individual tents. We're not sleeping in the same trailer. So that'd be a great time to do beans because, I mean, you're not going to offend anybody afterwards. So, right?
No one but yourself.
No one but yourself.
I was jealous of you at More, though.
Why?
You had the portable AC unit
for
the tent, and I'm sitting there like I'm kind of cold. I had the cold winter gear this time better, and
Looks like a heat pump. It's an AC and
yeah, it does heat. Yeah, it was a heater. I didn't use the AC at More.
But it was a both.
Yeah,
that's what I meant.
Yeah, it was the heater.
Yeah, you had that heater going on, but I was just like, man.
Yep.
Here I am, kind of curled up with my little nose out.
Oh yeah, I was a Melby bag, man.
Because I brought a little sleeping bag, a light bag.
Oh.
Let me borrow his heater.
Oh, did he?
Lifesaver.
We had the Taza Robert also there. The giant tent that you brought that you could almost literally stand up in.
You could stand up in that tent?
7-foot tall tent.
Wow.
Well,
yeah, he's saying that the tent he brought to More Expo, he could stand up in. Robert could.
A 7-foot tent.
7-foot tall tent. Wow.
Huh?
It's the last weekend of April. So it's 1 week later this year than it was last year. So it's like the 25th, 26th, that Friday, Saturday, whatever it is. So It's
We're looking
More
forward to
Expo.
it.
We're gonna do so. Chris Holloway, the guy who runs More Expo, I've got him scheduled to come on to a Sunday live stream about a week before that show. We're gonna talk about it a lot between now and then. It's 4 months away. Well, 3.5 months away. So we're gonna be talking about a lot about the More Expo between now and then. We want to get a larger than last year ham radio community to come to that show. The first year I went, I texted Kyle. I'm like, hey, I'm going to the show in Missouri. He's like, sure, yeah, let's go. I camped by myself. Kyle stayed in a hotel. And then he figured out he wanted a hiker trailer, and he bought a hiker trailer after that. So the next year, we were camping again, and it was, I don't remember if you came that year or not, but it was just like 2 or 3. It was me, Kyle, and Shane.
Yeah, it was
me, Kyle, and Shane that year. And then last year, year number 3, there was like 8 of us there. So we've been building the ham radio presence at that show for the last 3 years.
Community.
I want to keep going with that.
No, it's the Gazelle compound.
Gazelle compound, yeah. Like 4 or 5 of us had Gazelle tents last year, so it's a fun show. If you like camping and you like outdoor gear, off-road gear, and there's some radio stuff there. Every year we've been there, there's a POTA park about 10-15 minutes away. We drive out one day and do a POTA activation and come back. The spot itself, we can't, the More Expo where it is, it's not a POTA spot, but there's one very close by. There's actually a couple that are very close by. I think last year we did a historical trail.
We did it was a trail activation.
And that was Freddie Mac's first POTA activation that he'd ever done.
I remember Kyle standing next to that on the wheel well and just out. Yeah, he was just like.
Yep.
We might have been up a little late.
Oh.
Yeah, we were up a little late that night before for sure. But yeah, so that's going to be a fun event in April of this year.
So Jason, are you going to be in Content Creator Row? No? You're not going to get a spot there?
No, I want to camp with all you guys. No. I mean, it's kind of a neat thing to be over there and talk to those guys, but there's a couple of really good content creators that attend that show. But
this is what I told this to y'all several times. I was very surprised when I was walking over there, even at night, because I walked over there one time at night, how they weren't conversing with each other. So the ham radio YouTubers, we're sitting around. We have our own Gazelle compound, and we're just talking up a storm and jumping on everyone's videos. But they were very isolationist from each other. This is my area, and that's your area. And I was very surprised about that. I didn't really expect that.
I've not been a part of any other community in YouTube, but I have attended a lot of YouTube conventions, Vid Summit, Video Marketing World, several others like this, and Grow with Video Live, and virtual sessions online. And I think the ham radio creator community is more tightly knit than almost any community out there. I mean, I haven't experienced every other community on YouTube, off-roading, gun guys, parachute guys, if that exists, I don't know, but Parachute Jesus. Yeah, Carlos's new name is Parachute Jesus, apparently. But the ham radio YouTuber community is a more closely knit community than any of those other communities that I've ever seen.
The free flow of ideas, we're all in each other's Discord, we're jumping on each other's live streams, and it's like we're all friends. Literally, we're all friends. We're sitting around right now sharing whiskey and having fun.
Sharing cigars.
Yeah.
Hey, Frank.
Yes.
K6YYL is complimenting your t-shirt.
Oh,
thank you. Thank you. Yeah. I got cigars and some old fashions.
What about the t-shirt?
Oh, the t-shirt? Well,
that's the HamCon Zion.
HamCon Zion. Yeah. Is that going on again?
I believe it is, but I haven't heard from those guys this year yet, so I'm not sure.
You're not the first person to say they haven't heard from them. Yeah. And their page is not updated.
I don't know. Yeah.
That was very fun.
Yeah. That was a good show last year.
I like my overshirt. No one likes my overshirt. My mommy got me this
I saw that at the POTA spot. I saw you wearing that. I was like, that's kind of neat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jason, we got Ham Radio Duo.
Okay.
Hey.
Ham Radio Duo. What's up, guys?
Why are you here?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
You guys coming to Dayton? You just come to Huntsville? You should try Dayton at least. I don't remember what state you guys are in, but are they in Alabama?
Alabama's a hop, skip, and a stone throw.
Alabama's a heck of a lot closer to Orlando than Texas is, so you guys don't have an excuse.
Jason made it. Ken and Jess drove it with
Yeah.
the trailer. Fly in an airplane.
They said maybe Dayton.
Yeah.
They live in Huntsville, so.
They live in Huntsville.
Oh, that's easy.
Wow. Okay.
Where's our Dallas Hamcom?
That's a good question. I don't know.
We need to get a
They were trying
convention
to
again.
they were trying to spin something up new for 2026, but I'm not sure if it's going to
Yeah.
happen. I mean,
Whiskey India says if Carlos is parakeet Jesus, then Frank is whiskey Jesus.
Frank is whiskey Jesus.
Done. Thank you.
Oh Jesus, it's Frank.
Whiskey Jesus.
good.
I am.
Yeah.
I'm taking that moniker. I got the hair. Ha
Yeah, that's Eric from Hawaii, if you guys remember. He comes to Dayton every year.
Yeah, KH6
Hamstick Eric.
Whiskey India. Yeah,
Yeah.
KH6. Yeah. I know who. Yeah, sure.
Get on the air more because I need to get Hawaii.
Yeah, right.
Wow. I'm not sure if he's actually in Hawaii.
I don't think he's in Hawaii now. I think he's on vacation.
Where do Hawaiians go on vacation?
Alaska.
I mean, Alaska? Is that? Huh.
Los Angeles.
I mean, like
LA.
Los Angeles.
Japan.
They go somewhere that's congested, smoggy, and loud. Yeah, that makes sense. Hawaiians go somewhere that like where you're miserable. You got to go be miserable on vacation,
Right.
if you live in Hawaii. So
Maybe I should load up the stream and get some comments.
you guys highlighting me in the chat, I can see it, but I can't read it from here. So somebody highlighted me just there. I didn't see what it said.
That's KE6GAE, Hillbilly Ham.
Hillbilly Ham, sure, yeah.
We see him out.
Yeah.
Out of Huntsville as well.
Good.
He's in with our club bringing our trailer there. Should be a lot of local hands at the More Expo.
Yeah. So he's the one that it's in the local club near Springfield, Missouri. Yeah. I've been every time we talk about More Expo, he pops up in the chat. He's in all the chats anyway.
Kyle, these two guys are giving Jesus a bad name.
That's good.
Frank, you're barbecue Jesus.
Barbecue
Barbecue
Jesus. Okay.
I'm back to oh Jesus, it's Frank.
I would say Frank is Beaner Jesus, but that might get a wrong context. I don't know. Yeah. Sapphire Jesus. Sapphire Jesus. How's that?
Hi,
Yeah.
Sapphire's working. She's on the air again.
Oh, there you go.
I
Okay.
got her working before the Hamfest.
Good.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. It was in my oh crap I failed video. So let's do something small for a success so we feel good. I fixed her.
That's good. Yeah. Looking for Hillbilly Ham. Looking forward to More Expo. I'm glad you guys are going to be there this year.
And Philbert wants Robert to ask you how your APRS voice worked on the drive out.
Ask me that?
Yeah.
Okay, so somebody's asking how. Yeah, I did. Somebody's asking how APRS voice alert on the way out. So I turned on voice alert, and I did what I said I was going to do. I would throw my call sign out on 6.52.
Tim is great. Man,
About
Jesus.
once every couple of hours. Every time I came into a metropolitan area, so Shreveport, Mobile, Jackson, Mississippi, when I would come into a big area, I would throw my call sign out. I never talked to anyone on 6.52 until I got into Florida, and right outside of Pensacola, I reached someone, and we had like a 5 or 10 minute conversation. That was cool. And then I caught up with AC Case shortly outside of Tallahassee, and of course we talked all the way in because we caravanned in Wednesday morning. But sadly, I never reached anyone on 6.52 driving from Texas until I got to Pensacola. So all the way through Louisiana, Mississippi, and Alabama, southern coast of Alabama, I wasn't able to reach anyone on 6.52.
Interesting.
So we need to. We're
listening.
We are working to change that. So
Flying out though.
I didn't, and I was throwing out my call sign, and no one was responding. Yeah, no, nobody at all.
So flying out when we had our Meshtastic nodes on the air, as we got up, to climbing over Dallas, all the nodes were starting to pop in.
Yeah.
But once we hit altitude, no nodes. Either we're too fast or that metal hull is just sucking up too much of the signal to get through.
No, it's not that because there's, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't get any new nodes. No,
I
we're good.
got a few comments here. First of all, Nick says he followed Jason on APRS, so he was following you.
Nice,
Thank you,
nice.
Nick. Thank you, Nick.
Stalker.
All right. Blake gives you a shout out from Long Island. Hello from Long Island.
Hello
Blake,
from
yeah.
Long Island,
Thank you
Blake.
for
Thank you,
joining
man.
from Long Island.
And then TJ Records Shorts has a question.
TJ Records.
What's your opinion on younger people getting their ham license?
What's my opinion on younger people getting their ham license? My opinion is they should do it.
Do it.
I mean, that's a pretty open question. So what do you mean by that? So, I mean, I think that
The answer is yes.
younger people should get their ham license. Absolutely. Yeah.
Gets them involved in technology at a young age.
Right.
Right.
And there's a lot of, who was I talking? Oh, I was talking to Jay Christina, the Starlink guy. He's got Jay Christina is his channel on YouTube. I interviewed him on my channel, and then last week and a half ago, something like that, he interviewed me on his channel. So we've each got a corresponding video on each of our channels. And he
Overlanding channel.
No, he's a Starlink channel.
Yeah, but you interviewed him on your Overlanding channel?
No, I interviewed him on Ham Radio 2.0.
Okay.
No, it was on a Ham Radio channel. So yeah, right, yeah. So he was saying, and I lost my train of thought. I forget what I was going with that.
New people,
yeah. Oh, I remember. So he was talking about a system he had built out of a Raspberry Pi to do and he had a name for it, and it was basically connecting Starlink and his T-Mobile system into one router, and then the router would choose whatever the stronger network was. So if one went down, the other one would work, and so it was kind of like load balancing. It was kind of like load balancing. And he was talking about doing this with the Raspberry Pi and blah, blah. And I'm like, dude, there are so many things you can do with the Raspberry Pi and ham radio. There's no shortage of things you can do with Raspberry Pi. People should be hams, seriously, because there's just a lot of different things you can do with Python scripting and with Raspbian or whatever the Raspberry Pi OS, whatever they call it these days. There's a lot of different things you can do with Raspberry Pi and ham radio. And
what's up, Mike?
A lot of people don't realize that, I think. So if young people are interested in Raspberry Pi projects, then ham radio is definitely a place they can learn more about that. Old people in ham radio?
I think we got that market saturated.
I think we have that base covered already.
If you're old, I think you're in ham radio.
Not that you're not welcome, but you know.
We need to encourage young people to take
Yep.
within our clubs.
That's right. Yeah. Young people.
Encourage clubs not to act like old farts.
Right. Yes.
And then the kids will show up.
Encourage clubs not to act old and senile, and get young people interested in ham radio.
Here's one way to get it. So TJ Records got his license last year. He's 17.
Okay.
And now he's paying for his buddies' tests to try to get them involved.
Okay.
So
that's the way to do it. Yeah.
Doesn't the ARRL have a reimbursement program for use?
For youth, I think.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what
Yeah.
the cutoff for that is.
I want to say it's
if
18. It might be 16. It's either 16 or 18, I
Yeah,
think.
something to look into.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's hey, that's taking some initiative there. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, thank
So
you,
TJ,
man.
so you guys can't hear Rob, but TJ Records in the chat is saying that he's 17. He got his license when? Recently? Last year. And he's paying for his buddies to take the ham radio test to get them interested in ham radio, which is pretty cool. That's a cool thing to do.
Well, you just come to
So-
Hamcation here for free.
Do they test here for free? Okay.
Oh.
You get free testing at Hamcation.
Well, you got to pay the $35.
Yeah, we used to have to pay for the license, but the test itself is free.
It's free.
Okay. There you go.
Yeah, the $35 you can't get around.
Right. Yeah, that's an FCC
Yeah.
fee, but it's a 10-year license, so it's $3.50 a year for 10 years.
What, I gotta pay $3.50 to exercise my right? Grumble, 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 grumble.
Right.
That's not right. That's the license. It's not a
How many people we have watching now?
Have 309 people watching.
309?
309.
309. Thank you for watching, guys. Appreciate that.
God bless them.
Considering Frank and Jason at the 80s with ham radio and about and walkers on this live stream.
Oh, when we're both 80 years old? Mm-hmm. That's good.
You know what? I will happily take a rascal and drive it around the Hamcation.
You know, by the time I'm 80 years old, we're gonna have like a virtual reality thing, and I'm gonna be able to live stream to you guys in like Star Wars 3D type thing. Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna be like this blue image, and I'll have a hood on. I'll be like, "Give yourself to the dark side."
I'll meet you on 80 meters.
Meet you on 80 meters.
Make 80 meters great again.
Yeah.
Make 80 meters great again. Why do we lose what?
That's the motion sensor light.
Well, I'm moving.
It might have died.
Yeah, I think it died.
It might. Maybe it died. Okay. Maybe it died.
Get the solar panel out.
Yeah, yeah. Well, no, I charged it up today, but
Oh, did you?
yeah, I don't think it wasn't full when I took it off though.
We got a $5 super
Oh, Jody,
chat.
thank you for the super chat, buddy. Thanks, man.
An entertaining addition between two hams tonight. That's what he said.
An entertaining addition between two hams tonight.
Yeah.
There's actually been more than two of us on the
Between
stream.
two hands.
Yeah.
Using that Devos light really, I mean, those things really put out some light.
Yeah, the Devil's
We-
light is what's lighting our campsite right
He
now.
gave us $5 Canadian, so 5 cents.
It's like 250.
It's appreciated. Nevertheless, it's appreciated. Thank you, Jody.
$3.50. I told him no. I ain't gonna give him no $3.50.
William
That's
Larson says he's a new ham and he enjoys watching.
Thank you, William.
Welcome. Thank you very much.
Can't wait to
Thanks
see
a
you
lot.
at one of these Hamcations.
Hey, Ken, get up there on that light right there, and the button on the left.
Make animals on your chest.
Yeah.
Ken said he'll make
The button on the left,
setup
it's
up
on the
his
other
chest.
side. Oh, yeah.
oh, yeah.
Todd's got his. There we go.
Two is one.
Yeah, push that. Push it again. There you go.
Yeah.
There we go.
I had that light for cooking,
Yeah.
but
Devos lights, buddy.
is it Todd?
DevosOutdoor.com. Todd. Yeah, that's Todd's light.
Todd, thank you for the burgers tonight.
Yeah.
I appreciate them.
Yeah.
Is this video sponsored by Devos?
Yeah. A lot of my videos have been, A lot of my videos have been sponsored by Devos.
Troy,
So
2 hams, 1 stream.
2 hands, 1 stream. Okay.
Jason, who do I have to talk to about the 7760 for your next giveaway? Is that
Ray?
Ray?
Yeah, go tell Ray you want him to give me a 7760 for my next giveaway. I'd be happy to do it. That'd be great. That'd be
More
great.
bet dog.
That that was not my idea.
Make sure it's
Okay, that was not my idea. That's Ken said that. I didn't say that. Ken did. So
Hey, the people want it.
Hey,
Come on, Ray, give
know.
it to the people.
Come on, Ray.
Yeah.
PayPal.
Ray was very gracious. I got a 705 and a 7300 at a very good, very reasonable discounting, and that's what I'm giving away. I'm giving away the 705 at the end of February, and I've got the 7300 also. I haven't told you guys about that yet. I've got a brand new 7300 in the box. I'll be giving away in March. So Ray has been very supportive of that
Ray.
endeavor. So I appreciate ICOM for that.
If a 7760 fell off a truck,
If one fell off a truck, if a 7760 fell off a truck, I might have to keep it, but I'd try to give it away. Yeah, we'll see.
So if 7760 fell off the truck, you would keep it, but give the 7300 away.
Yeah, I'd give the
7300
7300 away. Yeah.
No, you give.
HF only or?
I believe it's HF only. Yeah, I believe it's an upgrade to the 7610. But you know what? I'm going to find out tomorrow because I'm going to go interview him about it. Yeah, it's a 200 watt radio. Yeah, I think the 7610 is a 200 watt radio too. I think it is. I may be wrong about that. I have a 7700 that I bought used at a estate sale 4 or 5 years ago, and it's a 200 watt radio.
So Jason,
radio.
this
What?
is the live stream we need to do from your deck. The setup works.
From my deck?
Yeah.
What deck?
Or your
At home?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, totally. Yeah. I mean, I have fiber at home, so I
Yeah.
can run some sort of I can run my laptop out there, and that would
Yeah.
work. So,
And then we got 2 mics that are nice and balanced.
no,
And,
this is good. Yeah.
yeah.
It's
And then
totally
we
good.
have some cigars.
Absolutely.
Put our
Yeah.
feet up.
Yeah, we need to do that before the weather gets hot. So we've got
Right.
like 2, maybe 3 months that we can do that.
2 or
We got-
3 weeks.
Well, once the 30-degree weather goes away, which apparently it's coming back, but once it goes away, we can get out there and do something like that. So that'd be good. I don't know where AFL went. I was hoping to get him on the stream, but KO4 AFL Steve. Where'd you go, buddy?
Steve.
So, all right. Well, that's an hour and a half we've been going, guys. I appreciate everyone watching tonight. Definitely come see us at Hamcation if you're going to be here this weekend. Bring your Meshtastic node. Bring your APRS radio. Actually, you know what? Bring 2 APRS radios. Set up one for the day out event and set up one for the normal frequency, which is what I've been doing, and beacon from everywhere.
What's that? And all APRS support will be provided by what's it?
KM4ACK
KM4ACK
has graciously volunteered to provide support for all APRS traffic this weekend.
And questions.
Yeah.
And questions.
Set up questions.
He said he would only charge $10 a question. So I think I'm into him for about $140 so far, but you know, he's been a good sport about it. So he doesn't collect up front. So I'm probably going to leave before he
Mike
does
has taken
Sunday.
a loan.
Hey, here's one more PSA. Jody shared this.
Yes.
Okay.
You and I both appreciate this company, so I'll throw it out there.
Okay.
Maxpedition just announced a 2-for-1 sale on some of their tactical backpacks. It expires February 10th. So we're both Maxpedition.
Okay. Maxpedition just announced a 2-for-1 sale on some of their tactical backpacks, and it goes until February 10th. So 4 more days.
There was also a question before we sign off. Where is the campsite located for the breakfast Saturday?
We are in pod number 2.
Check your Meshtastic.
Yeah. Come find us on APRS. Yeah. Jason said that. He just said that in the background. So when you guys bring your APRS questions here, that's who you need to talk
And the
to
cigar
right there.
haze. Because there will be a morning
Yeah.
cigar.
Just walk out to the campsite and listen for the loudest group. You'll find us. It's not a problem.
And we have no one complaining this time.
No, nobody complained this time.
yet.
We were up till 1 o'clock last night.
Yeah.
12:30 or 1 o'clock, and I don't
Yeah.
know. Nobody complained, but
Did you see?
there weren't very many people here last night either.
Did you see the lady giving us the stink eye last time at Dayton?
At Dayton?
Dayton. There was
No.
across from us. She every time she was out, was giving us the biggest stink eye when we're smoking cigars and just talking during normal daylight hours. It was
It
the
could've-
group.
yeah.
It was the group.
I did not see that.
It was hilarious.
I don't remember that, but maybe I did see it, but I don't remember.
Then the guy was just kind of like glaring at us, but it was kind of like I want to go over there and say hi, but I can't
But I
because the
can't
YL is
because
upset.
the wife is upset. Oh my goodness. No, I didn't see that. Oh well.
He was probably getting all hot because he thought you were checking out his wife.
Raven says he thought I was shaking out his wife. Nope.
Oh my goodness.
Nope. No.
This is how, hey, people want to know how to get young people interested in. This is how you do it. You be loud, you be obnoxious, and you be fun.
And have fun.
And have
Have
fun.
fun.
Ham radio is fun.
I think that's a good
I
note.
dare you to prove me wrong. Ham radio is fun.
I think that's a good note
Yeah.
to end it on.
Mm-hmm. That's it, right there. So, Kyle, I know you're still in the chat, buddy. I'm sorry you're not here. We'll miss you this weekend. Have a good weekend, and we'll catch up with you in April, if not before that. And everybody else that's out there that can't make it, I'm sorry you can't make it. Try to hit us up in Dayton in May.
Watch our live streams. Watch
And,
our YouTube because we will share it with you.
Oh, yeah.
Make you feel like you're here.
Yep. Yeah.
Sharing is caring.
And perhaps we'll do this again tomorrow night. I don't know.
We'll see.
This was pretty fun. So maybe we'll do this again tomorrow night. So 73 guys, thanks for watching tonight. Everyone have a good night and ham harder out there. So
Go forth and conquer.
Go forth and
Subscribe
conquer.
to Take Radio.
Later. Oh.